guys, what is YouTube video? Today we are going Funko Pop hunting nowhere because we're doing Funko News Saturday, and I know it's typically on Friday, but yesterday I just didn't have a lot of time to record, so I ended up doing a video of me talking about the price increase because of the Barnes & Noble thing I did, and you can watch that video just tomorrow. So if you guys could, make sure to smash like and hit the subscription, helps the channel immensely. Obviously, I'm having a great time making all this content. I'm loving doing all this. Today we're doing Funko News Friday on a Saturday because there's a lot of leaks I do want to talk about. I just didn't have a lot of time yesterday, so today we're going to be pumping all that out for you guys and showing all the leaks because there's a lot to talk about. We're also going to talk about Michaela June Murray putting me in a thumbnail, which we'll talk about later. That's really exciting. But let's get to this chair, talk about the leaks because there's a lot of them, and let's talk about what I'm really excited for and definitely what I'm going to be picking up later when they do drop. Alright guys, so now we're here talking about Funko News Friday. Obviously, it's the Saturday, obviously, and you guys would know that. So today's Funko News Saturday. However, it's because yesterday I ended up getting out a video about the price increase because of the fact I was running out of time yesterday, so I didn't have a lot of time to do anything. However, obviously I wanted to post the video today, so that's why we're here to talk about that and kind of talk about the, obviously, leaks, because there was still a lot of stuff to go over. It's just today instead of yesterday. Starting out with the first set we have is going to be first the Funimation Cosplay Series 2, which if you guys don't know, they did this a while back. We're basically just a different, characters from obviously the Funko, like Funko Freddy, the Franny, and then what is his name, Proto. Basically, there's different anime characters. You have Neko Mech Franny, Idol Franny, I see Spirit Castle Franny, Yonkai Crown Franny, Ronin Freddy, and Ultimate Freddy. Those are like your NFT pops for that wave, which are still pretty cool. Obviously, I don't pick a lot of NFTs, but they are there for anybody. They do drop on June 3rd, sorry. Then right here, we do have a first look at, obviously, free rent pops right there with free rent and Fern. Obviously, like I always say, shout out to Scarlet Joker, Rocco Cyrus, Funko Insider, Skittle Rampage, and anybody they might have got the leaks from. Because, again, like these pictures, it's not like official glams, but somebody did already get them to showcase. So that's how we obviously show you guys. Then next up right here, we do have a pretty bad box of glam, but basically, we have another one of their exclusives of it's going to be the Flock Spider Cat right there, and it's 5,000 pieces coming soon. It'll be one of those exclusive limited pieces, so that'll be pretty cool. I really do want this one. I don't know if I'll be able to get it though. And at only 5,000 pieces, that's going to be quite a hard one to get, so we'll have to see on some point if I can find that. Then next up after that we do have is going to be, we have our first look at Rob Lucci. Such a cool pop. You have the common version of him in his white suit with his bird, which I forgot the bird's name is. Hattori. I almost had to look at the closer at the screen. And then you have the chase of him in his black suit, which I've heard a lot of people say they prefer his white suit look, but then you do have the black suit, which is when he actually becomes one of CP9. And I like them both. I think they both look really cool, and I like Rob Lucci. I thought he was a goated character, especially because I'm assuming he comes back at later points. I've only seen him in, obviously, Annie's Lobby, so that's why I'm like, okay, and this is going down to Toy Temple, by the way, and so I think it's still cool, and I probably would definitely pick this one up if I do see it, if I got a place that sells them, because obviously it's exclusive to Toy Temple. Then right here, we do have our first look at, obviously, it's the Zodiac sign, so couldn't figure out what it was, but it's obviously, you have Aquarius, I see a Capricorn, I see a Scorpio, and a Sagittarius, so that's pretty cool, I guess. I'm not a big collector of Zodiac stuff, so I don't think I would get those, but they're still there for fans if you do like that set. Then next up, we do have Blue and Magenta right there, sitting in, obviously one's in a bigger chair, and obviously Blue's in the chair, and the Magenta's it looks like Magenta's a regular 4-inch, and he might be one of the pop premiums, just because he's in that big old chair they made him, which, kind of crazy how we've had a bunch of characters in chairs, and every time they've been in different boxes. It's absolute insanity that they're never in the same size box. They always switch it up. And next up, for my Dora fans, we do have Dora, Boots, and Swiper. I actually think the set looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm not gonna collect Dora, but it is really cool for people that do enjoy Dora as a franchise. Obviously, it's changed a lot over the years, but this is a pretty good set. Swiper looks great. Boots and Dora, I don't know why I thought his name was something different. Then next up for Anime of the Year, Sungjin Woo, because Solo Leveling did win. They have a golden Sungjin Woo basically as the Anime of the Year pop. I don't know where this is dropping to. It just says just as an exclusive. I don't know where it's going to though, but obviously it looks pretty cool, I guess. Again, I haven't seen it. It looks like the common just gold. So nothing to comment there too much on that set. Then we do get to a set that I'm pretty excited for. This is Wave 2 already of the Superman movie, which basically has, if you guys want to see, it has basically Mr. Terrific, there's the Engineer, Metamorphio, Guy Gardner, Ultraman, the Superman, and obviously he's a Fortress of Solitude, and then the Hammer of Baravia, which, a little bit of a spoiler for the movie if you guys don't know, that the Hammer of Baravia is actually the common version of Ultraman, so that kind of spoils the movie. A little bit of a character tease, because you do see both of these characters at separate points in the movie, or in the trailer, and basically they're the same character, because Ultraman's just a chase for the Hammer, so basically they're the same guy, so that's people were kind of upset by that because they said, "Wow, Funko spoiled another thing," because I guess people were, didn't know that these were separate characters or weren't the separate characters. Sorry, but yeah. So I guess if you didn't know that, that's crazy. Still very excited for the Superman movie, by the way, and I will be definitely watching it when it does drop. It's going to be quite a bit of time before it drops, but I'm very excited. We're almost at the end of it, and then I'll be going to watch it. It'll be very exciting. And for another pop that we didn't need, and is probably a useless pop, we basically have Naruto Uzumaki, aka the sexy jutsu, but it's Diamond Edition. Going, well, guess what? Right back to box lunch. So now there's the common one, which I do have up there, and now you have the literally almost like, pretty sure it's the exact mold, basically, just Diamond now. So that's lovely. I mean, I'll probably pick it up because I pick up everything trying to do for Funko, but another lazy, weird piece that they're selling because I don't understand why they're doing that. But, you know, I digress. If that's what they want to do, and they guess they have the right to, of course, and that's crazy. Also, something really cool I'm going to talk about. Michaela Jo Murphy, shout out to her. She actually put me, I'm in the thumbnail. I'm going to put a picture up of her thumbnail. I'm actually in the thumbnail of her newest video. That's super cool. That's the picture we gave her, and obviously that was crazy cool that I was able to do that. Very, very cool. Shout out to her. That was awesome. I'm glad I was able to be in a thumbnail. Maybe one day she'll collab with me. Who knows? Then right here, we do have a first look at SDCC exclusive Sasuke in his Susanoo. That genuinely looks absolutely insane. I definitely really want this one. Hopefully it goes to, it looks like at the back of the, back of the store. It looks like it's going to GameStop almost. So I'm hoping that's a GameStop shared exclusive, because if you look in the back, that's literally a GameStop display. So hopefully that goes to GameStop, because that's definitely a top 5 pickup, dude. I definitely would love that. That's probably one of my favorite. That looks like one of the coolest Naruto pops we've gotten. Obviously, I would definitely want that one. He literally, and if they can do that, they'll probably do it with all the characters. I think Madara already has one, so why not Sasuke, Itachi? We've never really seen Sarada, but she'll definitely get a Susanoo at some point during Boruto, so that'll be very, very cool. Then we get to the obviously thumbnail portion of the video and the excitement. Our next wave of AOT pops. Finally, we're getting Jean, Connie, another Levi, which still looks really cool. It's his season 4 look when he's flying forward using the boost of the thrusters. Hanji right there, which is a pop premium, and then a 10-inch Armored Titan. All look really great. Couple things I do want to talk about, but they all look really phenomenal. I'm really excited. One, how in the world, I feel like that Hanji could have been easily a pop plus, but I digress. If they want to put the premium, I don't. It doesn't really bother me that much. It's weird with AOT, they haven't done a pop plus yet. They've done pop pluses for only like a Demon Slayer, JJK, and a couple of shows like that, but not for AOT. My other thing, though, is the Armored Titan's a 10-inch. Our first 10-inch AOT pop. So it's kind of throwing me off because it's kind of like Naruto, and I've kind of mentioned it before. I don't like when certain characters that are bigger characters aren't all the same size. It just doesn't make sense. And don't get me wrong, yes, you can do a whole new wave of 10-inch, but like Eren in the attack form, or Eren in his attack Titan, he's literally a 4-inch pop. Then you have the Colossus and the Armored and the female and the Jaw and everyone else at 6 inches. Now you're dropping a 10-inch version, so that means that this guy stands out compared to the rest, which means that you'd have to do 10-inch versions of the other ones if you want them all in the same group of like how they would look. Because with Naruto, a lot of the tailed beasts they made as 6-inch pops, Kurama, Matatabi, and things of that nature. Then they put Son Goku as a 10-inch pop. So I just don't understand why all they're not one size. Like, I feel like the Colossal Titan could, if you wanted them all 6-inch, which looks perfectly fine because they look bigger than the people, a 6-inch would have been great. And 10 inches is still cool, but that means you're going to have to do the other ones. You don't have to, but it would be the best way to make everything look really cool. Then I guess we have Ranma 1.5 Funko Pops, I guess. I don't know. People have been really, really excited for this, I guess. This is like a set that people really wanted with, obviously, Ranma in a chase. I see Shampoo in a chase. I see Hyoga in Akine. I don't even know what I didn't even know this was a show, to be honest, until just now, and so that's the next set for there. But the last set to complete today's video, we do have our next set of Sonic Pops. Finally, we're getting a Jet the Hawk. We have Espio, Blaze, and Neo Metal Sonic. So another Metal Sonic Pop. All of these are commons. They look great. We'll probably be getting exclusives later this week for Attack on Titan, probably for the Sonic set. And again, like usually, they drop a couple exclusives with every set. They don't usually just do just one common wave. It's usually like one common wave, a couple exclusives, and then they wait for the next one. So definitely a great Sonic wave. We'll get all those. I love Jet the Hawk. He was so cool in Sonic Riders, which I believe is the only game that he's ever been introduced, I think. Obviously, Ezreal has been in quite a few. Blaze has been in quite a few. Neo Metal Sonic is just a random villain that they've done a couple times. But I'm really excited for that AOT wave. Obviously, I'm going to pick up a lot of those pops, even if they are the newer price after we talked about yesterday's price increase. But that does conclude today's video. We obviously will have the art short out today of Aaron. Yes, I see a lot of requests. I'm working on everybody's requests. It just takes a little bit of time to get everyone's artwork done. However, I don't know if I'm going to stream today. I'm hanging with my buddies today, so I don't know if I'll have time. Also watching the Knicks and the Pacers game. So obviously, again, I don't know if I'll have time to stream today. But if we might, it'll be late if we do. If not, it'll be on Monday. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys then. Peace.